Yep, can you hear that? Cold, wet, rainy September. Bit of a pattern I'm detecting here. Speaking of detecting, we're going to head into the kitchen and we're going to do another session on our unfinished tale of murder. Today we're going to talk to a character we haven't talked to yet, and that is Ian Rose, affectionately known by his friends as Rosie. Ian Rose. Ian Rose is another of the defendants who was charged with murder, but got off, did not serve any time, was not convicted of the murders of Jack and Carol. We also came to find out later in our investigations that he had fathered a child with Carol. An unknown child for much of the beginning of our investigation. She must have been very young, 14, 15, 16, I don't know. But they gave that child up for adoption as soon as she was born. So I've come up with 20 questions for Ian, and let's just see what these responses are that we get with Necrophonic. Who was your first love, Ian? I heard her nickname. How old was Carol when you got her pregnant? Okay, immediately, I'm telling you guys, shiver down the back of my neck. I heard 14. Full shivers, full body shivers. Oh my God. I'm not going to let this run any longer than we need to. When I hear a friggin' answer, I can't believe that. Her nickname and 14. I don't know how old she was. We can probably verify that, guys, but she had to be young because we know she had Tracy when she was 18. Thank you for showing up, Ian Rose. I believe we are connected and he is here. Okay, I'm going to interject here because this is important, because right away we get the answer 14 when I ask how old was Carol when you got her pregnant. So, I don't have anybody's birth dates or information, and this was a baby that was given up for adoption, so there's not a lot of information. But again, guys, if this can be proven, the date of this person, and I know this person's name, I have it, if we can find her birth date and it correlates with Carol being 14, I am 100% behind that, because that is giving us information, physical information, that we don't know currently at this time. So for all the people saying, oh, these are coincidences, these are the boxes just making up answers, if this fits, guys, this would be the second biggest piece. Just like that, how many guns you're going to get me? 100. And then we find out months later that 110 guns were stolen, and it fits in this murder case. The same thing, every little piece of information we can get like this that is confirmation of real events that happened, real birth dates and numbers and things that line up. I am going to try to find this person's birth date. And we know that Carol was born in 1949. So the baby would be 63, give or take, because I don't know what month Carol was born, but you know what I'm saying? There's some sleuthing that needs to be done here, because I don't even know Carol's birthday. Why didn't your relationship with Carol work? Okay, this next part is fascinating as well because it makes sense. I clearly hear one of those snippets in time. This is like a replay of history coming through the spirit box. Somebody's voice saying, maybe you should get married. Okay, we're talking about a pregnant teenager, and then we get this, maybe you should get married. It goes on to say, their call left a bit during therapy chose marry me. Now, what's interesting about that, guys, is that Carol Ann McWilliams did get married. Obviously, not to Ian Rose, but to another McWilliams, Lyle McWilliams. Remember, she was Jack's sister-in-law. I don't know what year they got married. We're talking very short time frame here. She had a baby. According to the spirits, it was in 63 if she was 14. She got married within a couple years to Lyle. Lyle died in a car accident in 1968. So she wasn't married very long. And then Carol herself died at the age of 20 in 1969. And this spirit box session is giving us that information. She didn't choose Ian. She chose to put the baby up for adoption, probably with the help and guidance of her parents, and not to marry Ian, but to marry Lyle McWilliams instead. Were you jealous of the other men in Carol's life? Ian, were you the fake friend? In this next section, I asked Ian if he was the fake friend because multiple times in sessions it has said that somebody betrayed someone and they were the fake friend, and I thought it was Ian. Now I'm getting a different feeling here. The response when I asked Ian that was real good friend. But then it starts talking about a fight. And I was thinking, Carol and Ian got in a fight? I don't think so. I think Carol got in a fight. There's a shiver down the back of my neck with another woman. Because listen to this. It says fight, blood. You bitch. Halfway, not with, enough. She owned Ian. And then you hear a woman's voice in the background say, yep, yep, yep. So it's almost like Carol got in a fight over someone else who maybe wanted Ian or to have a relationship with Ian, but she was still holding it over Ian, that she knew that he loved her still. And Carol was just a young kid, man. She wouldn't let that go, wouldn't let that relationship go, even though she had moved on and chosen to marry Lyle and had Tracy, her second baby, with Lyle. She still had, control over Ian. And there was a fight with another woman here. Again, guys, this is a soap opera. I'm just envisioning what's happening as these words are spit out at me. And the story that it portrays in my head is what I'm telling you guys. Is that what happened? I don't know. Did you have anything to do with the robbery at the Caisse Populaire Bank? Okay. It said black there, and I got a shiver down the back of my neck. I know that black is tied into this, and I'm going to be honest with you, Ian, and everybody watching this right now. Originally, I thought this was a cut and dry case because it seemed to be public knowledge. Everyone here seemed to know that Ian Rose did it. Everyone knows that. It wasn't proven, but that was the word on the street that Ian Rose had killed those two people on the bridge that night. And I just kind of went into this assuming that that was correct. But I think there's something else going on here. Why did Carol and Jack keep coming to me? Because there's some mystery that needs to be resolved about this case. And I think Detective Black plays a big part in that. And we'll get to that question, Ian. Full shiver down the back of my neck. Ian, did you help Carol steal 110 guns from the George Taylor Hardware? What did you do with those guns once they were stolen? Where did you bring them? That said Blackie. And you guys know that I have hypothesized that Donald Kelly and these other hooligans, Jimmy the Fox, Ian Rose, whoever it was doing these robbery and home invasions, they were fencing this stuff to Blackie. And that just said Blackie. Later in life, your wife, Lise, would publicly accuse you of murdering Carol. She would say that you told her you did it. Is that true? Were you at the bridge the night Carol and Jack were murdered? Ian, are you claiming you were set up? You and Donald Kelly, Jerry Roy, Jimmy Lavin? Thought I heard a couple of names there. Buzz. And I've heard the name Buzz before. When I asked who broke into Jack and Carol's apartment after they were murdered and that building was sealed off as a crime scene, somebody broke into the apartment. And police said they didn't know if anything was taken or what the person was looking for. And when we asked the spirit box who did that, it said Buzz. I still don't know who Buzz is. Did you shoot Carol McWilliams? Answer clearly. Answer me clearly. Don't give me more riddles. Did you shoot Jack McWilliams? We're going to get a little personal here, Ian. You were purported to be a cocaine dealer in town. Your son, John, died of a cocaine overdose. Did this ever make you regret your life choices? Full neck shiver. Tell me something about Detective Black that I need to know. One other thing to confirm here. I know he's going to answer because I got a full shiver before I even asked. Ian, you had one granddaughter. What was her name? Her name is Hunter. I hope we've got some answers here, guys, that can clarify and keep this case moving. And that's all I have for Ian. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next episode.